1 2 1 2. We are live. It is altcoin time. Let me just pin that. And let me just mention in the Telegram, we are live. Right. Actually, before we start, I've got to shill the book. So, if you have not read this, I know some guys have bought it. I plug this every single time. This is the best book you will ever read. And it is called The Millionaire Fastlane. I might read it again, to be honest with you, because this is a 10 out of 10 book. Literally. So here you go. Whilst you're watching now, if you get anything from this stream, it is The Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco. Is one of the greatest books ever written that will change your life. 100%. So that is 10 out of 10 value you're going to get anywhere. To get 10 out of 10 value again, you can also download the free DeFi playbook. Link in description. Right, so what we're going to do is we are going to talk about altcoins. And it's building on what I was talking about in the video the other day about where we are with altcoins. And some altcoins are going to go one way, some altcoins are going to go the other way, clearly, right? And some aren't going to survive, some will survive. I'm going to give you my thoughts. And of course, there's going to be someone that posts about a shitcoin in the chat. But my advice would be don't try and make them feel better, because if you've got a shitcoin, you've got a shitcoin. That is the unfortunate scenario a lot of people find themselves in. And I've been there before. Don't get me wrong. I've been there before. So we're going to start right at the top. Ethereum. Now, there are memes going around about Ethereum where people are like, it's the same price it was quite a long time ago. If you look at this chart, 4 years nearly. But on the trajectory, it goes up. The all-time high just been nearly 5K, and it's over 10 years old. So it's still alive. This is still a coin, in my opinion, that's alive. Yeah. And if you look at the rankings, oh, sorry, I'm in shitcoin territory here. If you look at the rankings, ETH is untouched. And does everyone remember Cardano, where Charles Hodgkinson said it's going to beat it? It is on its way to doom. And Cardano is actually a lot different than some of these altcoins are going to talk about. So one that has done better than any single exchange coin is Binance. That went insane in the last, look at that. So the all-time high, the bull run before was $630, $35, and it reached, what was the all-time high? $1,400 8 months ago. So this coin went insane. Is there some collusion with the US government because Donald Trump pardoned him? Is there some shenanigans with crypto? I don't want to point the finger, But this is the uh, most popular, not most popular, should I say, the largest crypto exchange in the world. And I don't think you can actually access this as a UK normie. I think if you've got an existing Binance account, you can use it. I've got a Binance account. It was big in the last bull run, but you can't actually use it, I don't think it looks like here. So don't know why they're not approved. Well, it's the largest crypto exchange. I think it is. Let me check. Yeah, by far, massive volume. What's the largest DeFi by volume? Don't really help Uniswap. Anyway, so yeah, Binance BNB coin doing well. Not a massive fan of exchange tokens, but again, this is the main one. This is the biggest one. So if you are going to look at it, if you are going to research it, if you own an exchange, if you own any exchange tokens, and there's loads of them, there's CRO. In fact, we'll have a look at them now. Categories. Let's get that open in a new tab. Here we are. So these are all the exchanges, and these are all their tokens. By far the biggest BNB, 77 billion market cap. Like I said, did really well in the last bull run. You've got Leo, Whitebit, Kronos. This is the biggest garbage exchange ever. If anyone is watching this, this here is the biggest. This is the shittest exchange there is. These fuckers held on to my Monero for 18 months. Absolute garbage. Never use OKB. HTX, don't know what that is. BitGet, KuCoin, Nexo, Gate, it goes on and on. MEXC. But by far the biggest. I mean, BNB is like bigger than the. If you put the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if you put like the next 20, even I think it's actually a bigger market cap than all of them put together. That's how big BNB is. So just goes to show the comparison size in Binance Coin and all these other shit exchange tokens. Anyway, now everyone's favorite coin on YouTube, we know, is XRP. This didn't do well in the last bull run because the SEC case got a new all-time high in the last bull run 11 months ago, $3.65. Is this going to 10K? No. But what you'll find with this, and this is from being on the other side of the coin, which is a YouTube creator, XRP is the most shilled coin of all time. You know, if you were to put XRP in, it's just the same shit, different day. So if you look at XRP, you've got the guy sat on his porch, major new development. There's no new development, and he'll just sit on his porch every day, get you to join his Substack for zero reason. And you've got all this shit every time. Look, $1,000 XRP, lol. XRP repricing, it's just the same old shit every time. But anyway, XRP did all right in the last bull run. And is it going to do well in the next one? Well, you've got the evidence that it will. So I don't hate XRP. It's a good coin. Is it going to go ridiculous? No idea what this is. Does does anyone on Kick know what the hell this means? Paint myself green and win a round. No. Another one that I've spoken about is Solana. And Solana is a coin that has done really well in the past bull runs. So with Solana, forget the tab up. All-time high was again last year, $300 ish, and now it's at 68. And if you were to look at DeFi Llama, there's still in a bear market 4.748 billion locked. Look at that. The last bull run afterwards, it dropped down to 250 million. Now it's 4.7 billion. So that is decent. And this is obviously based between all these different protocols, these decentralized ones. Again, DeFi Playbook will tell you how to monetize your crypto. You know, I've said a million times, this is what I do. Gaining 55% APR. This varies. It was, you know, it goes up and down, but it's generating me income that I can then spend or DCA back into the market. What do you think of Render? Good question. Let's have a look at the chart of Render. Render is a coin that may possibly be one that has just gone down and down and down. We'll see where we're at with Render. So, looks like the all-time high was 2024. That's good. Let's just check the market cap. That's pretty good, actually. All-time high was this bull run. Look at how much higher it got as well than the previous one. So that's good. That's good. So anytime you open a chart, when's the all-time high? If it's, you know, not 5-6 years ago, that's good. And the fact that it's reached high before. Again, without researching into what all this is with Polygon, I can't really comment on the exact specifics of it. But from a brief look, it looks, I know what Render is. It's an AI based token based on mining, I think. I think there are better out there, if I'm honest. GPU rendering, that's it. Yeah, I mean, looks all right. Second Fi hack. No idea what that is. Let me have a look. Is this what you're on about? This just looks like a Yori wallet. I see. So yeah. See, the issue with this is it's just basically Celsius. It's Celsius 2.0. See, Neo Finance platform. See, that is the issue. Cardano. Full self-custody is good. So I presume if anything happened, I don't know the specifics of the app though. Yeah, I don't know the specifics of this, but for me, try and keep your crypto non-custodial. I don't know how this is set up because it says on one hand it's self-custody, but on the other it's a neo-finance platform, which tends to means that they have custody of your crypto. I don't know exactly how this is set up, to be honest with you. You know, without actually setting up a wallet myself, do you get, because it's got a Visa card with it as well. Is it the same as MetaMask? I don't know. So it's hard for me to say. But I would say that, keep your crypto. I obviously use exchanges. I've spoke about that before, but keep your crypto, in your own wallet is what I would say. Guy says, got friends that are heavy in XRP. See, this is the issue. This is the issue with, I don't have an issue with XRP. I don't have an issue with XRP. What I have an issue with is the fact that people will never sell it. So therefore never make any money. And that is the biggest thing with people in crypto, is the fact that they have a coin and they will never sell it. The biggest thing with people in crypto. So what is the point? What is the point in owning your crypto if you never make any money? That is the big thing, and obviously that's why I talk about liquidity pools all the time, because it makes money. Whereas just holding a coin, doing nothing, won't earn you any money. And the fact is, all these people making the videos on YouTube about it, which is stupid. A coin that I've spoke about that has gone insane is this one. Show me a chart like this in crypto. This is insane. Of course, there's dips on this, but it literally just goes up. It's got cheap fees, but it is ridiculous how this just goes up. Bad thing is max supply, to be honest with you, that I don't like. But this, you can't deny, this is one of the best charts in crypto. It's only down 23% from all-time high last year. You find it actually hard to find another coin unless if hype has actually done better than that. Yeah. This has actually done better. Hyperliquid down 20%. All-time high was 7 days ago. But again, do you want to buy at the high of this? This is quite new. Another thing people will point towards as well is Zcash. Chart from this angle looks absolute dog shit, but if we zoom in and we look at how it just went insane, $50 all-time high. It's hard to say. It's that's when it first launched. Recent all-time high, nearly $700. But obviously I mentioned this before, the Winklevoss twins. have been stacking Vcash. Zcash. Excuse me. So, yeah, Gemini founders Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss publicly backed formal verification as the way to secure Zcash, endorsing the developer's reading of the privacy coin's recent patch counterfeit bug, which crashed the price. But they are still accumulating, I think it's a total of 5% of the total supply. And then the other one, obviously, is Monero. Which has come back to life. See the chart? Hit its all-time high 5 months ago, $800. But the issue I have with Monero, and I was speaking to a friend about this because he used to be a big Monero guy. And the issue with Monero is that it's not very liquid. So, yes, you can buy it, but the main issue you'll have with Monero is off-ramping it or actually using it. I mean, let's be honest, everyone's in crypto to make money. And people will make money with Monero, but again, it's off-ramping it is just hard. Really hard. Aave is another one that I've held. Obviously, use the platform, which is the largest one for lending crypto. You can get 6.5% if you want to lend on it, but for me, it's probably best just if you want to use it to. So you got all these layer 2s and layer 1s you can use as well. I use Base, and you can lend your BTC, which is here. 140 million supplied of wrapped Bitcoin. Look at how cheap it is now. Look at the state of that. So cheap at the moment. So you borrow against your Bitcoin, get some stable coins, earn 55% APR back. And I did this in another video. If you got a MetaMask wallet, I did this. Spend your money. So instead of these guys, start doing nothing. Earn off your crypto. Go out, and I don't know if I can show this. Here you go. There is the Tim Hortons. Don't know why it's blurring it. It's not. It's not showing it properly. The other side of it, though, is the fact that I'm bullish on some of these coins, but the majority of them are shit. let's be honest. The majority of these are shit, aren't they? Like, and the funny thing is, people will talk about, oh, it's partnered with blah blah blah. It's partnered with these. It's partnered with that. And let's be honest, no one in the real world has heard of 99.9999999% of these coins. Nobody gives a fuck. Let's be honest. Nobody cares. And there's not many that are going to have another all-time high in the bull run. Some of these I've never even heard of. I don't know what this is. Or this. Filecoin. I'm sure that's been around for like years. Right, what is this? Oh my God. Pump and dump. See, you've got to think, what has pumped this? This has been shilled somewhere because this is just... Right, no idea what that is. Next one. Launched in 2018. Why is there only a chart then? 2025. Is this merged from something else? What is harder as well to do with the rise of AI as well is to actually differentiate what this shit does. Like, sometimes you read through this and you think, what is it? Who has created this? Is it just to make money from us? And the issue is, a lot of people think that because they get into a new coin that has just launched, that the 2030X for them is on. It launches, they're going to do 2030X. They're going to make, if they put $1,000 in, 30K off that, and then that's what will happen. But the unfortunate thing is, 9 times out of 10, the coin will just dump, unfortunately. This is another coin, like I said, that's been around forever. See, right. There are guys out there, and if you're one of them, don't take this the wrong way. There are guys out there that will ask me, what do you think of this coin? They'll ask me, what do you think of a coin that's gone down 99.7% at its all-time high 5 years ago and has a chart like that? What do you think of this coin? And it's like, come on. Like, if you invested in the top of this at nearly $200, what's the all-time high? $236 on April Fool's Day. And now it's worth 77 cents. That is bad. But people will still ask me, what is this going to do? Should I accumulate it? And it's like, you have to be thick. You have to be dumb. I mean, I don't know what it does, to be honest. I think it's its own blockchain, but again, it's like, is this really going to do anything? No matter, how good the website is, the stats are, the roadmap. You know, this could have the greatest roadmap, the greatest website ever, but nothing will ever paper over the cracks. That is this chart. And that is the harsh reality of a lot of these cryptocurrencies that they're gone, you know? And you've got to adapt to the market and not keep DCing into this. And again, I do this every stream. The coin that screwed me over is lower every single week. What are we doing this week? 10%. Now at $2.69. All-time high is now over 4 years ago, nearly 5 years, down 99.5%. And I'm glad I sold. And it's got all this stuff where it's, you know, it doesn't look like it's done much recently. Machine payments protocol, and it's like, is there any point? Still doing it? But what I would say is, if you were looking through altcoins, I don't think at this time you need to, well, you do, but the first thing you should do really is look at the chart, because there's a big difference if you're asking, is a coin still alive, between what we just looked at doing nothing and this chart. Yeah, it's pretty obvious, even to someone, into a child. It's pretty obvious if you showed a child, like a 5-year-old, which chart looks better, this or this? This or this? This or this? And the idiot in the comment section will be like, well, this has hit the bottom. This has hit the bottom. And if it goes up, I'm going to get 99.7%. And it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. There are obviously coins out there which are down further than something like Tron. Obviously, it's down 23%. You know, I've gone through some of them. Like one of the main ones looked at 4.7 billion, still locked in Solana in a bear market. And, you know, you're getting Solana 76.5% cheaper. You're getting Solana, then you were just over a year ago, even less than that, you know, in January. You're getting it half price than it was in January. So there are coins out there if you are looking to accumulate. But what I would say is, if you are accumulating, why not look at stuff? Got the liquidity pools. So if you accumulate in Solana, get yourself in a Solana pool, 70% yield at the moment, in a Sol USDC pool, you know, you'll be earning a decent amount. There's even Zcash. Bear in mind it's Zcash on Solana. That is paying an insane amount at the moment. So if you had what range have we got here? 28% range, and you've got 8K, you're earning 9.2% a month on a 28% range at the moment with Zcash and USDC on Solana. Not too shabby at all. You've got the one I'm in here, probably 5%-ish, ETH and Aave. But there's loads of opportunities to earn. Link in description if you want to find out the link for VFAT. It's all in there. There's so many coins on here as well. There's so many protocols. It aggregates them all. What about a USDC and a USDT pool on Radium? Let's have a look, my friend. I found Orca has got better rates, to be fair, but maybe you've seen something. Right, here we are. APR 30 days. So here we go. There is a USDC and a USDT pool on Radium with 4 million liquidity, which is paying 5% in 30 days. I repeat, 30 days. So in a pool with 2 stable coins, 5% a month. I mean, even 1% a month on 2 assets, because that's obviously 12% a year. But this is like 60% a year on stable assets. Got this one as well. I don't know what USD1 is, so could be dodgy. I know. Ignore that. Liquidity is 9 grand. Ignore that. Ignore that. You got this one as well. 12%. But yeah, will that last forever? I don't know. But again, this is where you go in, test the pools out, see how they behave, etc. And you can play around with these. You know, you've got the look at that 30 days. Solana's paying well at the moment. You know, you got farms. Yeah, so we've got that, which is 5% last 30 days. USDC Tron, 2% a month. And this one's going insane, like I said. 10 million liquidity, 36% a month. Oh, 7-day, 20%. I don't know the range, though. That's the thing. But yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Yields at the moment on that. See, looking at an Orca in a standard one. Uh, 5% in a 27%. But that's pretty tight, to be fair. It's not as good. I don't know what this is with the SpaceX. Yeah, that is SpaceX pool. 11% a month on a 20% range. Just because it's so volatile. Not sure what that is. Yeah, I'd stay away from anything like this as well, where the DeFi protocol manages your DeFi. Now you don't want to do that because it'll just weed it down. That's what I did a few years ago on Turbos. I did it on here, and I don't know if they've removed it now. Yeah, it was like this one here, this yield strategy, and it basically eroded all your gains, so it was done. See what the rates are on Sui. It's pretty good what it's offering on Sui, if that is accurate per month. It says in 30 days. Don't know why. It's saying 7 days is lower than the 30. Again, with anything though, test it. Test. And if you want to find out more, all you need to do is book a call. And if you want to not book a call, download the free playbook. If you want to find out any info on DeFi, this is your site, DeFi Llama, all the protocols, all the coins, all the yields, everything is completely on there. All you need to do is in the search box, type in your coin, type in the protocol, type in what you're looking to do, and it will be able to search that for you and give you the applicable information, pardon me, that you request. So yeah, that's it for me today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and I will see you guys very soon.